here at Team Symmetry, here with Wilson Tsang, aka 3zinferno, and he just top 8'd YCS Long Beach. Yeah.
So what do you want me to talk about?
How was it? Like, this was the biggest event in like the history. Over 4,000 players. You made it to the top 8. What was like your motivation? Like, what was your mindset going into this event? Because you made a lot of videos about preparing for the biggest
I really
matches.
wanted to prepare people for this event. I really thought that there'd be a lot of tier 2 decks that would make it, because they have a lot of abilities to like surprise you. Like, you don't know if Elemental Heroes run Skill Drain or if they run Dark Holes have their deck dabbies or anything like that. So I really wanted to prepare for tier 2 decks a lot, and that proved that I was right, because round 1 through 5 I played only Heroes and Dark Holes. And then only until the later rounds that I played Rabbits and Windups and Insectors. So you really need to play those tier 2 decks, know how to play against them to get to far.
Clearly.
And I guess I'll talk about the deck.
About the deck, yeah.
Alright. So I don't know really what to call it. I guess I could call it floater beat. Start with the monsters. We have this lovely guy right here, 8 Fighter. If you guys don't know what that guy is, he's amazing. 1900 beast dark. It works really well with tour guides, because you have your dark targets for I don't know where BLS went. He flew away somewhere. Where'd he go? Oh, not bad. Yep. That's your dark targets. You have your BLS. So I like those. And then your light targets are actually Photon Saber Tigers. Photon Saber Tigers are really good. They're like gadgets, but if they don't get rid of the Photon Saber Tiger, you summon another one, it's at 2,000. One game I actually summoned Photon Saber Tiger. Attack for 12, and I had 2 rabbits removed. Attack for 12. The next turn, he didn't do anything, and then I got 2 rabbits back, 2 wind-up rabbits, and then normal summon this one, and attack for game, 6,800.
Wow. Yeah, I remember
Plus
that.
12 is 8,000.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I run 3 wind-up rabbits too. The deck is, I guess, beast themed. You have your 7 beasts right here, 3 rabbits, 3 Photon Saber, 1 8 Fighter. Then you have your standard 2 Thunder Kings, I like, as more light targets, and then you have 2 Mad Seed, 2 Balins. The reason why I liked running the beasts was because of Horn of the Phantom Beast. Horn of the Phantom Beast is just really good. It's unexpected. If you play this, like, and I keep losing stuff. There they are. Alright, I run these 2 Horn of the Phantom Beasts. These are really good because you have rabbits. Like, a lot of people will expect you to evade, like dodge, and then you actually like damage step. They're like, what happened? And then Horn, 2,200. It's massive. And my favorite plays with these 8 fighters. If you attacked over this, if you attacked over something with a horn on it, it gains 300, so it's at 3,000 attack, and like nothing can run it over. One guy, I just slapped one guy. I didn't slap him. I hit him with it. 3,000. I didn't really slap him, but 3,000 on that. And then the traps are pretty standard. Besides the 2 horns, you have. I have my Starlight and my Solemn. I run 12 traps, so I need the Starlight. I like the 2 warnings, 3 chains. Chains are really good in this format, especially playing dinos and things like this. You need your chains. And then the 2 torrentials, and I take my Compulse. It's good against just everything in general. I like it a lot. And then spells are, I think, pretty standard. Book of Moon, 1 smashing. I like the main deck smashing. It's really powerful. It's good against rabbits. They always have to negate, or if they try to Dolken me because I have a lot of monster effects, I'll smash, and then it works usually well. 1 heavy and 2 space. I only had room for 2 space typhoons. I really didn't think I needed it as many because I'm running 2 Lance. Lance is actually almost as good as Space Typhoon. If they're trying to Fiendish chain you or do something like that, Forbidden Lance works just as well. And it's used for offensive and defensive purposes. I attacked someone for game with the Lance by subtracting. And then I have 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Duality, and 1 Avarice. Avarice is good because you float through this stuff really well, and you have your Duality. Duality I just found really useful. 1 card I didn't find that useful at all was Mind Control. I thought it would be really good, but it actually wasn't that good. So I took it out.
What was your total deck?
Total deck is 41.
41?
Yeah. Then we have the extra deck. 1 Armory Arm and 1 Stardust. A lot of my floaters are level 3s. The only ones that are level 4s are Thunder Kings and 8 Fighter. So I run Valor. So the Armory Arm, sometimes Armory Arm BLS is game. I never pulled it off, but I mean, I pulled that Armory Arm before just to get
option.
Synchro and Yeah,
Starlight Road?
Yeah, something like that. And then this was Starlight Road, of course. Then you have your Exceeds. This is a tricky part of this deck. You have 3 Zen Mighties in your extra deck. So what happens is, first turn, if you go, let's say, Tour Guide into Tsang, then you go Zen Mighty, and then you special Rabbit. So it's a plus, right? And then you set your horn behind it, or they think you're running windups, and then they just attack into your Rabbit, thinking you'll jump, and then they'll attack this thing, and then you just end up damage step horning them, and then they're like, oh crap, like, what happened?
What is this deck?
Yeah, they don't understand. Then you have your level 3s, Leviair, 1 Giga Brilliant, 1 Leviathan. It's also a light target Giga Brilliant, so I like it. Oh, 2 Leviathans, sorry. You really need 2 Leviathans. 1 Zen Mains, and 1 Acicle for level 3s. And you have your 4, Utopia. And then you run 5s. The reason being is because the reason I won a lot of games was because I transformational sided into windups, pure windups. So what happens is you take out, see you already have the rabbits in there. So you take out all the beast stuff like horns, Ape Fighter, Photon Saber Tigers, and whatever you want to take out, whatever matchup you're playing, you side into this. The reason being is you side in all these cards, and I have 4 cards for every other matchup, but these 11 cards, people side out their Maxis and Veilers, or not, maybe not Veilers, but they side out Maxis because they're like, oh, it's just floater beat. Like, I'm not gonna special summon.
Yeah.
The most I'll special is like Tour Guide or something like that. So then you side in to this. 3 Rats, 2 Magician, 2 Factory, 3 Shark, and a Hunter. And then you just loop them. A lot of people tell me like, they lost game 1, and then game 2 I'd do this, and then they would side all their Maxis, and they'd be really mad. And then also game 3, it's good too, because if you win game 1, if you side in this game 2 and you happen to lose, you still have the ability to side back into the other deck, so they don't know what you're doing. So they're like, do I leave my Maxis in or do I take them out? And then it works against them, so you can always decide. And then the other 4 utility cards I have, Effect Veiler for the sector matchup, really good. The Snowman Eater, it's good for heroes and other things like heroes and what am I talking? Oh, the dinos, yeah. Third Space Typhoon. I sort of want to fit 42 in here, but I really couldn't. I usually sided this in, but it just really depended. And then this card, Mischief of the Yokai.
Yes.
This card is really broken. You guys don't know what this is. I really wreck dinos with this. You can use it twice. What it does is, when you flip it face up, you make all face up monsters lose 2 levels. So their Sabersaurs become Gachis instead of Lagias. And then they die, you get rid of them, and then you can remove it from a graveyard to reduce 1 face up monster on the field's level by 1.
And you can use it on their turn, right?
You can use it on their turn, but the only restriction is you can't use it on the turn you activated it. But I used it one time when I had Hunter Shark, and then he ended up Veilering my Shark, and I was like, huh, 1 face-up monster. I was like, oh, I'll do my own. And then remove Shark, and then he lost, and I looped him for 3 cards again. So that was just really good. This card is just really versatile. I like it a lot. Dinos hate this card.
What was your record in Swiss?
My record in Swiss was X2. I lost round 6. He went like Logia set 5, game 3. I was like, okay, well, you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
And then I lost windups. Yeah, I lost the windups. It was pretty even until the end, but yeah, he beat me in that one.
Yeah.
And then it was funny today.
The feature match, the first feature match.
Not even the feature match, but today, like, I've lost like almost every game 1. Like there is, I only won like 1 game 1. It was at my feature match at top 64.
Yeah.
1 game 1. Otherwise, like I lost every single game 1, and I came back and won it because of the side. Yeah, people don't understand. Like they don't know what's going on. So I really like that.
That's what it takes. Yep.
And then I guess I'll
show you your prizes.
We end up with this mat right here. This thing is like worth a lot of money, I think, because there's only 64 in print. It's like those Trishula mats or those Bryanak mats and Nats. Top 8 actually got a Blood Memphis. So to my surprise, I didn't actually know that was coming. So that was a pretty pleasant surprise right there. Then you have these 3 binders. They're like complete collections of like Order of Chaos, like right here, Order of Chaos complete collection.
Wow.
Ultra Ultis and all that, and then legendary collections.
Wow.
So yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Anything else you want to add?
No, dude, I'm just tired. I just feel bad. Like that matchup sucked. Like my second feature match, I wish I put up more of a fight, but like game 1, I couldn't draw a monster for anything. I was like, I couldn't draw it. And then game 2, the one play that I sort of regret is I should have. The reason why I didn't compulse the Gaia is because I felt like he was going to set torrential behind it. I didn't think it was a solemn judgment, so I thought he was going to set torrential behind it. So what I wanted to do was so that I could summon my 8 fighter, and then summon that I have 3,300 attack because he was at 28, and that could compulse and then attack for being, so he wouldn't torrential me. That's the reason I thought about that. I thought he had torrential, but it was a solemn, and that threw me off really bad. But other than that, I thought I did it pretty good. And,
Top A, man. You made us proud.
yeah, man.
Good job, man.
Yep. Make sure you sub to this guy, 3zinferno. Link will be in the description. So I gotta say, you guys, thanks for watching.
Peace.